and then you're gonna post something different.
Then it's like, hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
As if they have the authority.
That's the thing.
Like, so, like, don't laugh, yo. Like, it's such a stupid reason, yo. Don't laugh.
Yo, I wanna hear this story.
No, like,
why?
that's such a stupid reason. Yeah. To this day, well,
They still don't know.
they're about to find out now, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, guys, you can't say this. I have a girlfriend. Hey, I know.
Oh, okay.
Ghetto bitch.
Hi, my wonderful gang. It is, of course, the matric next door. It is the multimedia maven by day and the creative queen by night. Today, I have one of my friends. He said I mustn't call him a
Influencer.
Yeah, he said I mustn't call him an influencer, right? Yeah, I have my friend here too, who's obviously going to introduce himself for you guys. Please go ahead, tell us who you are.
What's up, everyone? My name is Tyler. I'm currently a TikTok content creator, and I'm also a third-year law student. Yeah.
Oh yes, gosh, how can I forget about that? How can I forget about that?
Yeah.
So, just to, since the content creator is much,
Yeah.
I think our people at home, our viewers, are actually going to decide for themselves if you are or not. All right.
What do you
It's
mean?
fine. No, let's just make things easy for them before we even get started, right? So, guys, you can actually catch Tyler Seista on what is this? On TikTok, also on Instagram, as well as on YouTube. Am I correct?
Yes.
All right. Ke batla ho bua ka di-follower tsa hao abuti. Ke batla ho bua ka following ya hao. Because I know there's a lot of people out there who are actually trying to venture into this whole route of being a content creator. But I'm not going to say they are failing midway. But I think there are other obstacles. And for me, I would say social media and growing followers is like a very hard thing to do, bruh. Right? And I'm talking about the type of niche because now, Tyler Siesta, sorry, like, why am I even going to call you that?
Yeah. Come on now. I can't tell them too much.
Tyler is an individual who obviously have a lot of personalities, right? Tyler is, I almost said a gangster. What the? So, Tyler, Tyler is obviously like
Yeah, like I'm very bubbly and funny, I guess.
You're very bubbly and funny, and then sometimes you also do what is this? Your videos, maybe law, how to study, and then you also get paid promotion from like big, well-known companies like your McDonald's the last time, right?
Yes.
So what I want to know is how is it actually possible that you are able to balance all these personalities?
Okay, with that, I feel as if I need to touch on more on how I was like, how I got into this niche.
Please.
Because when I started out content creation, I started out in like 2019, so I've been doing it for a long time because I personally love it. It's not like I wanted to get paid or I wanted followers. It was just something that I really, really wanted to do. And then, when was it? When I was in my second year, when I was studying law, my second year of studies, which was in last year or the year before, between those 2 years, I had I was just like now serious with content. I was just posting more consistently, and then there was a video that I posted of like
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
The video and started with me before up until the ice melt. Like, so I saw on my FYP, I saw someone do that video and then they were eating the ice instead of like, so it wasn't melting, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that would be fun to put water, like hot water, and then just stir it because obviously.
Oh yeah, until it actually melts.
Exactly.
All right.
So, and then I did the video. The video took like 3 seconds to film. Like I did it in one try. It was not something big or whatever. I did it. I posted it like I normally post, and then I forgot about it. I posted it around 1 o'clock, like around this time, 1 o'clock. And then the next day, Boma 8 in the morning, like I saw like a lot of notifications from my TikTok app. I'm like, hey, am I getting banned? What's happening? And then I went there. The video had like 800,000 views. I was like, what the hell? I'm like,
800,000 views.
Yeah, like in like less than 24 hours.
We study with me until the ice melts.
Yeah, I was like, hey, this is weird. So I went to the comment section because I was like, what's the hype? Because when I saw that video from that girl, like it wasn't funny. It was just like,
yes,
what's the point? And after I've also filmed that video, it was not like funny. So I was like, why are people watching this video? Like, I've been making such great content before, like, why this one? So I went through the comments, and then people are just like, hey, you didn't even study in and all those things, right? So because I really love this thing, so I wanted to capitalize on the momentum, that video.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, I need to do a follow-up video. And then I did another one, which was, it was not like an S follow-up, because I released the video around November or something, and then I did a follow-up in December, right? Because I was like, hey, I was overwhelmed. I was like, hey, this is a lot of people.
That's the thing, you don't even want to mess up the momentum.
Exactly, because now, like, the video is like 3 million, it's going up, like every day it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. So I'm like, yo. And then I filmed the second one, and then this one was what was it? I think, but it was another started with me up until something happens, right?
And it started with me until obviously something like that.
Yeah, no. That was one after. So that was like after everything happened.
Yeah.
There was one I filmed. The thing was started with me up until I finished the lollipop, something like that, like something stupid, and then I filmed it, and then it blew up again. Like, I'm like, okay, people love this for some weird reason, like, because I didn't like it. It's not something I found funny, or like, I just did it because it got me the views and the followers. I was like, okay, like, come on, now this is my time. And then from there, it just continued, and then it kind of became my persona in a way. And like, when I meet people think that I actually don't study in real life, which is like, it's weird, because I do. Like, that's not very hard. So I'm just like, hey, okay, that's weird. So like, alongside posting those videos, I started posting other similar videos, like the KFC and all of those things and stuff like that, just to make my personality broad, because now a lot of people just thought my content was about studying, actually not studying. So I try to, like, drift away from that situation, and then, like, people didn't like that. I was like, guys, like, I can't keep posting the same video again and again and again. So people didn't like that, and then I went back again to the start with me thing. Momentum, and then I started posting content that was my own. Like, I like vlogging. That's what I
You
like
love
doing.
vlogging.
So as much as it's so hard, that's what I like doing. Like, that's the content that I like putting out. The vlogs, the OTD, so when I was posting those things, like, my followers would get so angry. Like, I'm like, hey, guys, this is my account at the end of the day.
That's the thing.
This is my account at the end of the day, and I want to post what I want. But then now there's the pressure, because now you have a video that has like 1 million views, and then you post a video, and then it reaches like 10,000. Now there's like that pressure, like, what's happening, right? Because when brands also approach you, they look at this thing, they say, like, you have a video reaching 1 million views, and then you have a video reaching 10K views. So we can't even pay the amount that you're saying that you want, because the views are inconsistent. And then that's when the money thing started coming in. Okay, fine, I need to do this for the money now. So it started not being fun. Because now I was doing this thing for the money. I was posting content because I had to, not because I wanted to. So that's where, like, that persona I don't study came from. So by me balancing these personalities, obviously, I feel it's just two. It's Tyler, then it's me, right? Tyler's the guy that doesn't study, by the way. And I'm me. So it's not difficult, because some people actually expect me to be Tyler in real life as well.
But you are Tyler in real life.
I don't think so. Here, I think I'm very serious in real life. I'm not like,
bruh, what do you mean? I know you.
I know, but like, I feel as if I'm way different than I am. I'm different than Tyler, basically. I'm not him. And I'm not saying I'm being fake. Like, I'm not being fake. That's a part of me.
It's just it's just one of those personalities.
It's not something that I like. If you would meet me for the first time, I'm not gonna be Tyler. I'm gonna be myself. And then Tyler's gonna come along the way.
Yes.
So I hope I answered your question. I know I drifted, but I hope I answered your question.
He actually did. But now the thing is that, the first question, how is it possible for, okay, you did say that you might be posting something entirely different, like your vlogs, and it might reach 10K, and then the views that actually people want you to post is 1 million. So what would you say to people who are actually upcoming content creators? How are they supposed to balance the same thing as well. Like, what are they supposed to do? For instance, I'm Aliyah. Obviously, I love music. I love singing. I love rapping. I love, whatever, vlogging, right? And then whenever I post the video, they don't actually reach, the desired viewers or the likes that I want. But the moment I actually impersonate,
Something
then they
else.
actually get there. Like, how are you supposed to know what exactly does your followers, or what is it people that, what do they want to see?
Okay, perfect. But anyways, to answer your question, I think the most important thing to do is be yourself. Like, post content that you want. Because as much as posting content that people want will get you somewhere, it's gonna reach to a point whereby, like, it doesn't work out. That's why I always say, when people ask me for advice on like how to be a content creator, I always say, like, do it because you love it, not for the money, right? Because the money is not gonna come up until it comes.
Yes,
It's
that's
not.
true.
I can't give you a formula and say do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you'll everything will be fine.
Yeah.
I can't say that to you because it's not true. You should do it because you love it. And I'm gonna make an example. So if you don't like it and you're doing it because you want the money, you're gonna get frustrated, right? You're gonna get frustrated because you want to reach your desired views, your desired followers, and then you're gonna give up. But then if you love it, you're gonna just keep on doing it either way.
Yeah.
And then when the money comes, fine. Everyone loves money. It's gonna come.
Obviously,
and then it's nice.
obviously.
But basically, don't look forward to the money side if you are doing it, right? Do it for, unless you are pretty and you are privileged and you are rich, then obviously the money is gonna come quicker because people love seeing rich people,
Okay.
right? But yeah, like the what I would say to upcoming content creators is just post content that you love posting, because it just works for the longer run. Because imagine if I posted content that I actually liked, maybe now I wouldn't even have the pressure of posting stupid content. Like, I'm old now, I can't be posting that. I can't just post.
So I'm gonna
that.
refer to your TikTok profile.
Yeah.
Zana, moment of truth. So, a Tyler siesta. Why siesta though? I want to understand. What is the siesta for?
Okay, so Tyler's not my real name, in case you guys didn't know that. I'm so detached. People don't even know my real name. But
Yeah.
anyways, Tyler's not my real name. Like, it's just a name that I really like. I like the sounding of it, right?
It's Tyler.
Yeah, like, as well, exactly. People like to say Taylor, or
Okay.
it's not Taylor, it's Tyler, like with an ER, not an O.
You said to me once that Tyler is the water girl.
Yes, Tyler is the water girl, then Taylor is the Taylor Swift. I'm Tyler, like, you know what I'm saying? So
Alright.
there's a difference.
Uh-huh.
So then I wanted to name myself Tyler when I was rebranding, because now the followers were coming, and at that time I was still using my real name, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't want people to know my real name, you know what I'm saying? So I had to change the name. I think I was around 10K at that time. I then changed my name, but then because there's so many Tylers in the world, like, I couldn't be the only Tyler.
Yeah.
You understand? But then this is a very weird story. Hey.
Tell me about it. This is exactly what I want.
No, it's okay. When the siesta name, so siesta in Spanish means like it's translated to sleeping, right? Like
Sleeping
a
in
nap.
siesta in Spanish.
Yeah, like a
Alright.
nap. So, like, don't laugh, yo. Like, it's such a stupid reason, yo. Don't laugh.
Yo, I wanna hear this story.
No,
Because
like,
why?
that's such a stupid reason, because I felt as if I've been putting out really like good quality content for years. Like,
You've been,
since
yeah.
2019, I've been putting out really good content, and like people have been sleeping on me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's
So I was
yeah.
like, when I was coming up with the name, I was like, and also because I can speak Spanish, I was like, why not siesta? Like, you know, because it makes sense to me. It made sense.
Yeah.
So it was Tyler Siesta.
That's why the word Tyler siesta.
Yeah,
I
that's
hope
why.
people are not gonna sleep with you. Like they're not gonna sleep on you anymore.
They're still sleeping on me, so hey, because they don't want to see the real content that I'm posting.
But that's the thing. You told me that one time that you're supposed to post what people want and you're supposed to stick with the niche.
Yes.
Because I am also confused, bruh. I'm so confused. One moment is getting now Sekibina go TikTok. One moment is Jaiva. People are also confused. I think that's one of the things that most upcoming or maybe still, successful content creators that are struggling with. The moment that you post a certain video, you're doing something different, they're gonna like you for that video, and then you're gonna post something different.
then it's like, hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
As if they have the authority.
That's the
So,
thing.
yeah. Like
Fine, but
yeah.
now it's risky because some of them are actually gonna unfollow you because of that.
Exactly, and with me, and with this thing, you mustn't mind being unfollowed. You mustn't mind, but then also me being in the, like, because my future, I don't wanna be like a content creator, like in the long run.
Yeah.
I have a whole different.
What are you gonna do?
I wanna
dog?
be a lawyer. That's what I wanna be. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So this whole content creation is just like, I was doing it for the
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So at the same time, don't be the person who everyone hates. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
don't be involved in drama and something like in all those things because, well, just if you, for example, there's people who want to do things for the rest of their lives, and the drama is that it keeps your name up there.
Yeah,
And
it keeps
your
the
name
momentum.
involved. But
Yeah.
for me, that's not what I want. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I'll do this up until
Up
I can
until
escape it. You know what I'm saying?
so going back to your profile on Instagram, sorry, on
TikTok,
TikTok.
yeah.
So the followers that you have, you have. How am I even supposed to?
Oh, well, like,
Shit.
don't be dramatic.
Yeah, Tulu.
It's just people.
You have 100,000 followers.
Yeah, I do. It's
100,000 followers in TikTok. Fine. And then your likes. Because I showed my mom like bona Tulu guy. And your likes, you have yo,
It's-
14 million likes.
But then you have to understand. I have a video like every single time because I feel as if my accomplishment in that regard is
Yes.
like the followers, right?
Yes.
Because that's very hard to get. With likes, it's not really hard because someone can like your video and then scroll past. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you've already gained one like.
Yeah.
So when people view my profile and be like, "Oh my god, you have 14 million likes," I'm just like, "Hey, bro, like it's over time. It's nothing to be,
That's what you're gonna say, Tulu.
It is over time though because it's nothing like
Over time, have you seen well-known celebrities out there? Bashapakadi 10,000 likes. I mean 10 million likes, for example. But okay, I'm not gonna mention names. But
Don't mention
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna mention names. Some of those celebrities are on 10,000 likes. They are on 9,000 likes, 3 million likes. You are on 14 million likes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's mad. And you also have the reason why I'm not also gonna mention this other number is because I'm not gonna be able to say all of it for personal reasons. You also have got 100,000 followers, and you are saying to me it's nothing.
I'm not saying it's nothing, right?
What are you saying?
I'm saying in terms of like the likes,
Yes.
I don't know how people measure likes because with me, one of the videos that I have, right, has like 27 million views and has like 4 million likes, which is like a very big portion of the 14 million, right?
You've got 4 million likes on one video.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But then like the other ones that came after it are the ones that also helped.
Yes, because I'm looking at one here. You had 28 million views. 28 million views on the one Study With Me until I finished the Coke.
Exactly.
And then you have Study With Me until I'm not certain what goes out. Oh, the candle.
The candle, yeah.
Yeah, Augustine.
Yeah,
50
that one.
cents.
Yeah, that video was so unplanned.
It was?
It was so unplanned because I was supposed to promote candles, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, how am I gonna promote candles? Because I don't know how to promote candles.
Oh.
But then I was like, okay, fine, let me do a video where I study, then I switch off the candle. So people are gonna focus on how beautiful the candle is. I think there was like maybe like 10 comments about the candle. The rest was just about me, which I failed that collaboration because I was like, I'm so sorry because I literally thought
it's actually it's about
it's gonna be the candle. And I asked her, did you make sales from this video? Because the video's like 5 million views. She's like, no, she didn't. I was like, that's sad.
Everything is all about you. It's really regardless of what you're gonna do.
It's sad though because you have to remember sometimes I'm making money from these things, so like people must tap in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they will eventually.
They
But I'm
must.
looking at the video. It's on literally 5.5 million views up to date.
It's scary that so many people have access to you. Hey, like there's a different way. Before I had those weird numbers, and it was like, oh yeah, that would be nice. But then when you have it, I'm not saying it's not nice. I think the good thing about it is like, because remember, I don't want to do this thing for like the long run, right?
Okay.
So I'm not gonna say it's good because it's gonna help me in the long run. It's good in terms of like the money because, but
Because of the money.
but in terms of other things,
Yeah.
like as much as I'm a very like open person, I'm bubbly, I'm funny. People say I'm funny and stuff like that. But I don't like like people having so much access. Like there's 5 million people is a lot of people.
It is.
Right, to know who you are. Like
Yeah.
so it's not like, and it affects like a lot of things. It's not just like, because people think that the views stop go TikTok, and it doesn't. Like it doesn't stop just go TikTok. Like even in your everyday life, like you can't even have a conversation with someone because like,
A normal conversation. I remember at work they were asking, "You're the guy from TikTok." I'm
exactly.
like,
You know, I'm like, no, like I'm me. I'm the guy from work. I'm not the guy from TikTok. Like I'm not the guy from
Yeah,
TikTok. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And also the misconception, like people think the moment you're on like social media, on like on TV or something, you have money, like you are rich, and it's
Yeah.
not. Like I remember where I was working, where we met.
Oh,
A lot of people are like, oh my god, you have money. What are you doing here? I'm like, do you really think if I had money up here? Like, are you
please
dumb?
don't.
Like,
Please do not say that.
I'm not gonna say they know the company, but do you really think if I had money I'd be here? Because what am I doing here if I have money? Like it doesn't make sense. But then also people think that they know. For example, there was a time where I met someone right through a friend, and then I was like, "Hi, my name is like, oh, I know you." I'm like, "No, you don't know me. You recognize me. You don't know me." And then she said, "I'm rude." I'm like, "I'm not rude."
Oh my god.
I'm like, "No, you don't know, but you don't know me." Like,
Yeah.
I asked her, "Do you know my real name?" She's like, "Your name is Tyler." I'm like, "That's not my name." You know what I'm saying? So you don't know me. You recognize me. You know what I'm saying? Like things like waking up in the morning, going to buy bread, go Makule, and you can't even do that now because people think they have money. Like, why aren't you buying bread, go Woolworths? I'm like, are you crazy?
Oh wow.
Like, are you dumb? Like, that's just.
And I don't want to go shop right.
Yeah, I don't mind. ShopRite is a shop, and I'm gonna go, but I don't have money. I wanna go ShopRite. There's nothing wrong with buying go ShopRite.
Yeah.
Go check out. There's nothing wrong being a normal human being. And like these people expect you to be like, I don't know. Like I don't know. They have very high expectations. The moment you're on social media or just in the public eye, you have like a lot of expectations from you. Not just from the people, your family members as well think that you have money. I'm like, I don't have money, guys. I cannot share it. Like, I
That
wouldn't
must be very hard.
How?
Because you know the fact that you're actually saying to me that there was one person who came to you, Are, or whatever, you were like, you don't know me. It reminds me of, is it this the Scotsman? Who's that guy? Yeah, the guy, guys, like the guy that's currently trending right now. I get to So
When saying
apparently, so now I'm not even supposed to live my own life because of you guys view me as a celebrity. I'm not even supposed to say I don't feel like taking a selfie today because of I'm a celebrity. People were literally on top of him like flies.
that is so true. That is so true.
So you feel the same way
Because
too?
I used to think, right? I used to think like 100K is not like a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, South Africa is like almost like 30 million people. I'm like, what is the chance that you're gonna go out and someone is gonna recognize you? You know what I'm
God.
saying? Because most of the time people don't, like, I'm gonna be honest, most of the time people don't recognize you. You know what I'm saying? Well, if they do, they don't say it, right? It's
Yeah.
very rare that someone's gonna come up to you and say, "Hey, boy, I know you." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So me not being so ignorant, I didn't think that was gonna be like an issue. I was like, "Hey, boy, like." Even if they knew me, no one, because I feel as if I'm very intimidating. I'm like, no one would come up to me and say, "Yeah, when I know you." I was out with my mother, right, in KZN, and then this girl, and it's always girls. I don't know, the guys, they hate me. This girl, she kept on, like right now, like at this point, I know, like when someone recognizes me, I know how they look at me. I just know, right? This girl, she was like staring at me. At a shop, we were about to go to the beach. We're like shopping for shorts and like not blankets, man, towels.
Yeah.
And then she was looking at me. I'm like, okay, like she knows, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't think she'd have the confidence so she should come up to me. And then she came up. I'm like, yo, now what do I say? Because that was the first encounter I've ever had with someone who like follows me, right? And then she's like, I think I know you. I'm like, you don't. You don't know me. She's like, no, I do. I'm like, no, you don't. And then she took out her phone. It's like, aren't you this guy? I'm like, which one? And then she pressed on the video. I'm like, oh yeah.
You are.
I'm like, oh, it's me. Like, I literally forgot. She's like, can I have a picture? I'm like, really? I'm like, sure. Like, my mom was so confused because my mom is like, she doesn't know. Like, she's on TikTok. Yes, I blocked her, but but that's a different story, right?
Okay, fine.
But she's on TikTok, but she doesn't know that. Like, I'm like, I have people on TikTok that recognize me.
Yeah.
Right? So she's very confused. After I went to the house, like, I'm like, ngani, why le ntombazane ifuna ukushutha nawe? I'm like, I mean, I don't know, like, because I don't want to tell her, you know what I'm saying? But then she found out because someone in the family revealed. I'm like, yo, it's family members. But someone told her, like, I'm popular on TikTok.
Yeah.
And now she thinks I have money. You see another thing, she thinks I
That's
have
the-
money
yeah.
because I'm popular on TikTok. But then what I'm trying to get at is that when you go out in public, you forget that like
That's the
you have a
thing.
social media. So at the first time when I would go out and people would like recognize, I used to think, I'm like, why is this person looking at me? Like, is there something wrong with my shoes? Like, why? Because you mentally you forget, you would see, yeah, but nah, like, can I have that whole situation up until someone like points it out. Most of the time it was you guys would point it out and say, hey bro, TikTok. I'm like, oh, maybe that's why they're staring, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Staring is not nice because some of them would like look at you, man. You look away, you look back, they're still staring at you. Usually when you stare at someone, then you stare back, they look away. Those are not right.
Yeah, yeah.
Not right. Looking.
Those are literally just staring at you.
Yeah, so
And
it
that
was
is creepy.
it was.
Yeah. So, okay, so now let's just tap a bit on your career in law. You're currently on your third year
Yeah, you.
studying law.
Yeah.
And next year's gonna be
My fourth year.
your fourth year. And
My
then
final
that's
year.
it.
Then that's it.
Then you're gonna be a lawyer.
Well, I won't be like a lawyer. I'll be a candidate attorney.
You're gonna be what?
A candidate attorney.
A candidate attorney.
Yeah, so like
Has
a
a nice
baby
ring to
lawyer.
it. Oh, you're a baby lawyer.
A baby lawyer, basically, like you're not like a lawyer yet. Like you're not certified. You can't, for example, you can't appear in court without your principal knowing. You can't sign documents. You can't give legal advice. You know, because after the candidate attorney thing, you have to write board exams. You have to. Yeah, you have to do law school and all those things. Then you get admitted as as an attorney. I was telling my my other friends that someone that I know is getting admitted. They were like, oh, "Are they okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, why are they getting admitted in hospital? I'm like, "No, they're getting admitted as an
Oh,
attorney."
yes.
Yeah, so
yeah.
a lot of people like confuse that whole.
Yeah,
situation.
even the terms as well.
Yeah, so after the 4 years, I'm gonna be a candidate attorney. Then after candidate attorney, 2 years, then I'm gonna be like a real
Gosh, I
lawyer.
can't wait,
Yeah.
bruh. I can't wait to see you on action. It's gonna be funny though because even the people from TikTok, your followers, your fans, it's gonna be funny because
Exactly. A lot of people, when they found out that I'm doing law, they don't believe it. They're like, "You are doing such a serious thing, and you are so like this." Like this can't be, you know what I'm saying? But then that's where it comes in. Good see, there's Tyler, then there's me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Tyler's not the serious guy. Tyler's
Yeah.
the guy on TikTok. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I'm me. You know what I'm saying? And also when I go out in public, I'm me. I'm not Tyler.
You're not
And people
Tyler.
confuse that.
And I actually wish that people would know that. You know, it's very important to also we must also know the people that we actually look up to, like celebrities, like your influencers, like Tyler here,
Content creator.
content creators like Tyler here, right? You guys actually have your own separate lives, and sometimes, not sometimes, all the times, you also need to breathe the same air that we breathe in.
Definitely.
So it must be very overwhelming each and every time somebody wants to take a picture with you, somebody has questions, like it's crazy.
Mina, the pictures, like I don't mind. Like if you're, I would never be in a point. Even if I'm going through something, I'll never be in a point where I'm saying no to a picture.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
I'll never say no to anyone for a picture. But it's the way you go about it, right?
Yeah.
Remember, at the end of the day, apart from the followers and everything,
Yes.
if you had no idea that I had followers, you'd still look at me as a person. Like
Yeah, I would.
So now don't look at me as a figure or as a you know what I'm saying? I'm still a person. I have feelings like you do. You know, I go through things like you do. You know, another thing, I think Sima said it because she also had once a situation where someone went on TikTok and said, "Oh my God, Sima's so rude," when they were taking pictures with her, and she was not rude. Like she was not rude when you saw the if you could see the video, she was not being rude.
I remember that video.
She was being a normal person.
Yeah.
She was being a normal person, but because people, when you set a standard and say, "I want Tyler to be like this," and I don't meet that standard, you're gonna go out there and say, "I'm rude," and guess what? That video is gonna make views because it's
Obviously.
me, and then I'm gonna get into trouble. You know,
Yeah.
people are gonna hate me. And mind you, when you guys, not you guys, I'm so sorry to say this, but when people make such videos about content creators, it messes up with their, first of all, their work. Because remember, we make money through our faces. So if you're gonna go out there and turn it to my face, you're messing with my bread. You know what I'm saying? So other people rely on that as their source of income. So
yeah, understandably so.
it's something that people just need to consider, right? And I'll be the first one to say I've definitely considered that, because before going to the space, I also had those expectations. I'm like, yo, mang. But then when you're in it, you realize like you're just a person. Like there's
That's
nothing.
true. That's true.
You're not special. You're a person just like the next person. You know what I'm saying? So it's things like that, and like at school as well, because like at school now people are used to me. Now they treat me like a normal person. You know what I'm saying? But before they weren't. You know?
Yo, that must be very hard, bruh.
Yeah.
So right now, talking now the questions. It's question time.
Sure, let's do it.
Ke tlo go mfana futhi. Mfana futhi.
My lovely friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot his surname.
Kosa.
Mfana futhi. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
the first question from Mfana futhi Koza Ere. Is it true or false that you got into ghetto baddies? Yeah.
No, guys, you can't say this. I have a girlfriend. Hey, I know.
Oh, okay.
Ghetto baddies, you can't ask such questions.
Did you?
No.
You did not. So it's false.
It's false.
Okay.
A very big false.
Yeah. Okay. The second question is, what do you feel the most guilty about?
In terms of what? Like in terms of content
Anything in
creation or just
particular?
my
Anything in
life?
particular? Yeah. There's just that one thing that you feel guilty about. You know.
Well, there's a lot of things. I do a lot of bad things. Hey, like I feel guilty about a lot of things that I do because I'm a person who feels like I'm a person who feels guilty almost every single time I don't do something for someone. For example, if someone asks me for money and I don't have it, and I say I don't have it, I'm gonna feel guilty. So like, yeah, I feel.
There must
guilty
be
for
one
most-
bad thing that you did to you. One bad, horrible, mischievous thing that you did. What did you do?
Okay, there was a time where like I was, when growing up and we always left with the house, right? There's that one day where you're gonna be left with the house and you and your cousins, right?
Yeah.
So we're at,
With the cousins,
Yeah.
you know, guys. Yo, what did you do?
we're at the Makayas, right? And,
Okay.
there was no electricity.
Yeah.
Right? There was no electricity. It was nothing. There was nothing new, right? But then we were hungry, right? And then my older cousin, I wasn't the oldest one. There was a few who were older than me, and then they said, let's make food, right? I think there was upu too, and like leftover meat from yesterday and something
Yeah.
like that. And then we're like, no, absolutely not. We're not gonna eat leftover meat, right? So what we did is that, okay, what I initiated. The reason I feel guilty is what I initiated it. Right?
Okay, what did you do?
What I initiated is that we go steal a chicken from like the neighbors, right? And then we did that. We stole, I think, 3. We like, yes, because they were not like roaming around freely. They were in like, they were in a confined space, right? And then they were not there. So we first took 1. And we're like, our guys, there's 6 of us. We can't just take 1. We took 2, but then the second one was a bit too small. Like, okay, let's just take that. And I was the mastermind. I was like, oh, guys, let's take more. You know what I'm saying? And then we killed the chicken. We cooked it. We ate all of it. And yeah, to this day,
They still don't know.
They're about to find out now. But yeah, we ate the chicken.
Evil
That's something I
child.
feel, because I don't like killing animals. I like meat, but I don't like killing animals.
Yeah, cruelty, animal cruelty, that's a no-no. Okay, the last question is, which brands would you like to work with and which ones would you reject?
I would like to work with, I'm sure you know, I would like to work with KFC and Coca-Cola. Like,
Oh,
I'm
that's
your
how
biggest
most of
fan,
the
guys.
videos
Why are you guys
about.
ignoring me? Like, they're ignoring me. My manager has tried to get,
Yeah.
there was a time I went to like a Netflix event and then KFC was there. And then I was like, yo, I want to go say hi. She's like, don't do that. I'm like, why? Like, those people are amazing you and you're going to show them love again. I'm like, guys, KFC, if you're watching, I love you. Like, KFC and Coca-Cola, I want to work with them so bad. I really love them. And KFC is the campaign right now. And I was not selected again. It's fine.
No, man, you will.
It's fine.
They should know
you
how amazing you are. You will.
Reject. I think I would reject anything with alcohol. I don't drink alcohol, so I think it would be like a misinterpretation. Like, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't drink alcohol.
Yo, you did not.
Was I drugged? What happened?
Yeah.
No, but anything that has to do with like alcohol, cigarettes,
Yeah.
I would reject because I don't do those things, and it just wouldn't make sense for my followers, right?
Yeah.
But,
Oh, okay.
but anyone can reach out.
Anyone
KFC,
can reach out.
Coca-Cola.
Especially KFC and Coca-Cola, please.
Yes, KFC and Coca-Cola, please.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I would like to thank you so much, obviously, for coming here at Tokyo Ish Network. It's been very nice talking to you. Always is.
Yeah.
And I would actually like to tell our viewers at home that if you're obviously out there and you're trying to be, or you want to be already is a content creator, please, of course, watch this video, share with your friends who are also content creators to do the same as well. Because I think information it's Seista. Sorry.
Yes.
It's valuable and it's very important. Before we close the show,
Yeah.
is there something that you want to teach me in Spanish? Anything?
What do you wanna?
Did you say for sure?
I think that's French.
Anything?
I love you.
Okay, what is I love you in Spanish?
Do you wanna guess?
How can I guess?
No, like just take it. What do you know from Spanish?
I only know ti amo. What is that? What is
That's
that?
I love you. So,
Real?
yeah, you learned something new today. You connected the
No,
dots.
I knew it. Tell me something different.
What do you wanna say? My name is Aliyah.
Yeah.
Say it. Me llama Aliyah.
Miame Aliyah.
Yeah, face the camera and tell them.
Hi guys. Oh, should I say hi guys? Hi. What is hi?
Hola.
Hola. And
So
then
hola mi amigos.
hola mi amigos.
Yeah. Me llama.
Hola mi amigos. Miame Aliyah.
Yes,
I
perfect.
can speak Spanish. Okay, guys, thank you so much for obviously being with us today. It is, of course, the Me Trick next door. It is the multimedia by day, and of course, the creative queen by night. I get Amaki Luwani, and of course, I want to thank you once again for coming to be with us today.
Shut
It's
up.
been very lovely.
Yes.
I
Thank
love
you
it
for
so
having me.
much.
Thank
Sure,
you
of
very
course. Please go follow Tyler Seista, obviously on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, to get more of his insight in terms of content creating. And if you want to study law, this is the guy for you. Thank you. We out.
Boom.
Yeah, that is amazing.